Hello bus fans, my name is Lee. Welcome to my channel and welcome to Route Reviews. In this video we're going to be reviewing Route 18 from Bicester to Buckingham via Steeple Claydon. The bus in this video is YY64YKG, an ADL Enviro 200 operated by Red Rose Travel. This will take us on the service of choice in this video, Route 18, which runs from Bicester to Langston, Marshgibbon, Pondon, Twyford, Charndon, Calvert, Steeple Claydon, Padbury and Buckingham, and is scheduled to take 53 minutes from Bicester to Buckingham. Let's see what the timetable is like. The 18 service is quite interesting as it's operated by two different operators. Red Rose Travel operate the service on a Saturday. However, on Monday to Friday, this is operated by a different operator. This being local independent bus company Langston and Tusker, who are based on the 18 service in Steeple Claydon. The reason for this is due to the contracts. Buckingham Council contract the service on Monday to Friday. However, that's not the case on a Saturday. The contract is actually run by Oxfordshire County Council, who of course the 18 service does go into Oxfordshire at Langston. As part of that is two separate contracts, with Monday to Friday being contracted to Langston and Tusker, and Red Rose having it on a Saturday. However, as part of this, the timetable is exactly the same, Monday to Saturday. Every day, the first bus of the day leaves Steeple Claydon at 7:47 rather than Buckingham. This is due to operational reasons, as Langston and Tusker are actually based in Steeple Claydon, and it would make sense for them to have a short dead run rather than a long one. This runs a short journey as far as Bicester and then does the rest of the day back and forth to Buckingham, apart from the last trip which terminates in Steeple Claydon. Departures from Bicester are at 8:30, 11 o'clock, 1300, 15:30 and the last trip at 17:30 as far as Steeple Claydon. Return trips from Buckingham are at 9:30, 12 o'clock, 1400 and 16:30. It is scheduled to take 53 minutes from Bicester to Buckingham and 52 minutes from Buckingham to Bicester. The highlight of this route is Steeple Claydon, a small village in between Bicester and Buckingham. The village is quite lovely and it serves a number of bus services. Alongside the 18 operated by both Red Rose and Langston and Tusker, Route 16, also operated by Red Rose, operates from the village to Aylesbury via Wadston. And as well as that, there is also a community bus route, this being the 54C bus, which operates on a Wednesday and runs one return trip per day, operated by Wilmslow and District Community Bus and operates to Wilmslow. Langston and Tusker, who operate the service on Monday to Friday, are based in Steeple Claydon, and that you can see their depot as you leave Steeple Claydon on the bus. The company is a small independent operator, operating a number of buses, including E200s, a couple of double-deckers and a few coaches. Overall, it's a very small operator, however, it is a brilliant little operator. As we leave Padbury and head on to Buckingham, it's about time I sum up the service. Overall, the 18 service is a fantastic route. It is a brilliant little service connecting all the villages that will otherwise not be served at all. It is a brilliant little route and I strongly recommend you ride it, as it's one of the beautiful routes of Buckinghamshire. There is just one small problem with this route, and that is diversions. Between Steeple Claydon and Bicester, the service is liable to sudden diversions. This is due to roadworks in the area by both East West Rail and High Speed 2, who are building the railway lines through the area. Due to this, the 18 service is liable to sudden diversions, which can add quite a few minutes onto your journey. However, on the day I recorded it, there was no diversions, which was quite thankful. Overall, the 18 is the brilliant route, and it's one of my favourite routes in the region. So, if you ever have the time, go up to Buckingham or Bicester and ride the 18. It's not the quickest service to Bicester, but it's one of the nicest. And here we are arriving into Buckingham, where this service terminates. You can change at Buckingham onto the buses operated by Red Rose around the town, and also up to nearby town of Brackley, as well as services operated by Riva to Aylesbury and Milton Keynes, and also by Stagecoach on their X5 service that runs all the way from Oxford to Bicester, Buckingham, Milton Keynes and Bedford. As well as that, ZNS Transport of Aylesbury also run a local variant of the service to Aylesbury, Route 60. I really hope you enjoyed this video of route reviews. If you do enjoy this stuff, please like, comment and subscribe, and until next time, goodbye. Bye, Jack.